Hello, 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 and welcome to another one of those. As you can see, I massively damaged the nail by pushing it very hardly into the wall 2 times in one day. First time it snapped, second time it ripped out a piece out of my nail bed. It was hella painful. Also, you can see broke my thumbnail as well. I was doing a lot of things with it which I wasn't supposed to do with a nail that was super thin. So when you build your nails for the first time, rather make them a little bit too thick. So here I'm snapping off my nails. Super satisfying sound. I mean, oh yeah, and this one was scary. So basically, I feel like my whole nail bed is kind of loose. You can hear me breathing in very deeply. It's building up courage to snap it off. Also, I feel like you should file the top of your nail before you start snapping them off, because it just makes the nail a bit thinner and it's less like distressing for the nail bed to snap them off. But I was like, fuck it, they're super thin anyway, so I just snapped them off as is, and it was painful, that one, but I don't know, I feel like really it, like the tip was still like properly attached, but basically a piece of the nail, like in the middle of it, it's just completely ripped out, and I feel like my flesh is coming out a little bit. I'm sorry if this is disgusting to you. Anyway, so yeah, filing. Just file all of the color off. Oh, I didn't even mention what we're gonna do today. So today, basically, my decision was to snap all of them off, because the left hand was looking a bit shite anyway. So yeah, my decision was to take them all off, but like not fully, just like the length of it and the color of it, and give me a nice little design. So yeah, that was a goal for today. So yeah, basically all I did was just file them really short and nice and round, and file the top of it off. I was clipping a little bit as I was going. I kept filing. This took fucking forever. Yeah, I think just the filing took me like a solid 1 hour. But I guess you gotta do what you have to do. Still clipping and filing, brushing it off, washing my hands in between to see where I'm at, trying to get all the color off. I was really, with the file, I was going into my finger, kind of, my whole skin around my nail. I was very distressed as I was finishing it. I think sort of all of it was like bleeding a little bit, but here we go. So yeah, that's another reason why you don't want to, how the first time I made, especially like I put the color and the gel like way too close to my skin, and then when you file it off, it's still really close to your skin, and it's super hard to get into the edges, and but I staying strong. I kept going, just kept filing until I dropped. Just really could not file the nail on the right side, like it was not possible. yeah, I think the nail bed is sort of loose. It hurts. I don't know. I hope it just grows out normally, and then at some point I can put gel on it again. But yeah, I can't take it off. I can't put anything on right now, so it just is staying as is. Anyway, so yeah, I was happy with the filing, mostly happy. Maybe also I couldn't be bothered anymore to file more. So I took the primer and I put on the primer. Sorry, I don't know what that accent is. So yeah, I put it on. Did it on the other hand as well. I think we will see now. Or now, yes, I did it on the other hand, but I cut it out. Anyway, so yeah, then I went in with a very thin layer of the builder gel just to even the nail out again. Also, while I was filing and like clipping it off, some of the edges on the very tip of the nail, they sort of broke off. So I tried to fill them back in and like make it just a good surface to work with, and yeah, just to make sure it's even and there is a thin layer of gel everywhere before I start doing anything else. So yeah, you can see me doing it on my thumb. And then I did it on all of the other nails as well. And then after that, I cured it under the UV light for like 2 minutes, I suppose. Yeah. So yeah, did that. And then I took some cleaner and wiped off the sticky layer. And just when you thought we were done with the filing, I was going back to the filing. Okay, here we go. Yeah, sped it up for you because I mean you get the gist. Just made sure it's flat, even surface. Going back in with the cleaner again just to get rid of all the dust. And then it was time to finally do some fancy ass designs. So I was trying to do some like super nice swirly things, and I was like, oh yeah, this doesn't look too bad. This looks alright. And then I kept going, and I was like, oh, this is kind of starting to look like shit. And then I was like, oh, now it really looks like shit. And I was like, fuck, what did I do? Should I paint all of it in? But then I was like, no, I've been wanting swirly swirls for like a solid year at least. So I was like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna stick with it. And I just went for like some, I don't know, abstract. Yeah, let's call it abstract. I went for some really abstract designs. So yeah, super cool. It was actually a lot of fun to paint it because I also finally figured out how to paint on the gel so that it, like, you can't really brush it on. You gotta sort of dab it on, if that makes sense. Just the viscosity of it is just super strange. It takes a bit of getting used to work with, but yeah, I feel like doing the swirls, I was kind of finally figuring out how to do it. So no, it was fun. It was good. Yeah. Also, I feel like maybe if you've got a smaller brush than this, it would be helpful to use a smaller brush. Or like a pointy metal tool. I don't know, maybe you know what I'm talking about, but like with a round point, not super pointy, not sharp pointy, just like a small ball attached to a metal thingy. I don't know how to describe it. Also, if you so after I used my utensils and the brushes, I put them in the brush cleanser. And turns out the red part of the brush, it's not resistant to the brush cleaner, so it kind of came off and turned sticky, and so now I've just got messy, fucked up brushes. Alright, going back in, so yeah, I cured the nails for like 2 minutes, and then I was going in with a top gel to make it all shiny, give it a final layer of gel. And then I cured it again for, I think, 3 minutes. I think 2 minutes would have been fine, but I was like, let's go for the extra minute. I've got time, right? And anyway, switched over to the other hand, did the same sort of base layer there, just filled in all of the gaps and the pieces that were broken out of, skipping my middle finger. Oh my god, I really hope it's healing well. It's just looking really fucked up. It's actually fine now. I took a shower and most of the blood came off, the dried blood. So now it's just my nail sort of sticking out in the middle of the nail, like where a nail definitely should not stick out. But anyway, going back to the swirly designs, I was really just going with the flow. Well, basically, so because I at some point got really sick and tired of all the filing, I still had a little bit of the nude color left on the nail, and usually like on the edges of the nail. So when I was doing the swirls, I was trying to cover the nude up. So yeah, this was sort of where I had to go, and then I was just trying to make the best out of it. I was really just doing whatever. I had no plan in my head. I was just going at it. I don't know. I think it turned out cute. So yeah, at this point I ventured more and more out of the camera frame, so I'm sorry about that. Yeah, but I basically just, same procedures on the other nails. Even though you can't see it. Oh, there we are, back to normal. Oh, and now I'm just covering one hand with the other. It is a bit tricky, doing the design with your left hand. I'm actually surprised how stable my left hand was, and like how, for not being used to it, how still kind of well I was able to do it. So yeah, it was good. Probably gonna have my first client soon, I hope so. Client, aka a friend, who's trusting me with her nails, even after seeing the super fucked up one. And so yeah, that's gonna be fun. I kind of even hope that, I've got 2 colors basically, but I still hope she wants some design, so that could be fun to do. But maybe I'm also just gonna paint them. So yeah, nearly finished with the swirls. Just one nail to go. Smooth. Very nice. Good job. Nicely done. Nothing like hyping me up in hindsight. That is it. Basically, went back in for a top coat to make it shiny. Cured it after the color for 2 minutes, and then after the top coat for 3 minutes. Again, I think 2 minutes would have been absolutely fine, but rather be safe than sorry, I suppose. And then you can admire my final results now.